still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but honey, I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before. But I won't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. Babe, I wanna know, is it heartfelt or maybe just a little? Cause you don't really see me like you used to. Would you hold on to me, cause all you do is settle. I've heard you've been here before. Stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change, I know it's me and you. But I don't stay the same, I'm just adjusted to.
Oh, yeah, gotta put it back in the hammer space.
I think if I leave it there, it's fine.
If you leave what?
Right there. Where's that? Hi.
Hello, Sarah.
Hello, Vincent.
Vincent. Jean-Mabel Vincent.
You okay?
Thanks. I suck at French. That's pretty much all I know. All right. Well, it is, what's the date? February
24th.
24th. We're here.
Hey, Valerie. Hey,
What did
John.
they say? Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed?
Yeah, I don't know what that means. That's
I don't
for the
either. I
morning.
should look that up. Oh, speaking of,
no.
like, I found out. I should, maybe that'll be a good thing.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know. No, what's been up with me?
Okay.
I found out a buttload is a real measurement.
Yes.
It's like 126, 129 imperial, is it liters?
I don't remember.
Gallons?
Mm.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's an actual measurement.
Yeah.
I found out I was watching a bass guitar video and somebody said at the end, I was like, you liar. So I looked it up. It's a real thing. Okay, so welcome.
Buttloads.
Sorry, that just
Yep.
randomly hit me. A ton of hammers.
Yeah.
That's how that saying goes too, right?
Yes.
So,
But a crap ton. See?
well, see, that's different. That's different. That's more solid. Like if you've had somebody asked, what about a crap ton?
You don't know that.
If it's crap ton. I don't know why. Well, it had to do with the real nerdy stuff. It was like the butt of a cart was like the back of a cart, I think is what it was. Something like that. And this is off of like .gov sites. It wasn't off of Wikipedia.
It's a real thing. Wow.
So I was like, I looked into it. Okay, well, what are we doing? We are just doing stuff.
We have to start with our shot because it's 6.
It is Friday,
Yes.
the 24th. I keep looking at my paper to realize what day it is. The 24th. We're gonna do these on Fridays. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a couple things I want to talk about.
Salut.
Slanchava. And yeah, we are, let's see if I can, watch this. I have a new camera thing going on. Where is it? Right there. Ooh.
Just Tullamore do.
Yeah. Just
But I like it.
up there.
And a Topo Chico.
Yeah. And a beer and have some hop waters in the wings. Yeah. It's just, Tullamore 2.
They don't sponsor us, by the way.
No,
We
we'll get,
just bought some because it was
we'll
on
get
sale.
to some other stuff. Yeah. Yeah, because we don't want to do like expensive, nice stuff. Like when we go over to Orlando's, we can't do shots.
Yeah, Valerie, you better be drinking a gin martini right now.
Yeah, John, get on it.
Yeah.
Make a martini, a gin martini, for your woman. get on it.
Becca, drink some water.
No.
That's all she can have. Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, who's our sponsor today?
Oh, well, we kind of don't.
Ish.
No, let's do a sponsor.
Yeah.
I mean, you rushed ahead, but that's fine. I want to talk about a couple things, but let's
That's the
go
good
with the
thing
sponsor.
part. Okay.
Yeah, you just skipped over. There was a thing. I have stuff that I was going to talk about, but
My bad. It was blank, so I thought we were moving on.
all my spots are blank. I cheat off of yours. We're really just going to be a shameless plug because without some of the things that we get motivated to do, these things don't happen. So Pull Up a Chair Foundation, please check us out. You can go to pullapachair.foundation or puacf.org.
Yes.
Full 501c3 nonprofit. Our current fundraising right now, we are looking to fund our social emotional learning classes to put them into underprivileged schools that don't have the funds to implement them. Plus, we're looking at getting funding to hire a lever consulting.
Yes.
To also help some kids with, how to fill out an application, how to get a job, how to balance your bank account.
How to talk to an adult.
Yeah, how to talk to adults, those kind of things. So we're really trying to do those things in some schools that they're not paying, they can't pay to do that. So that's our current thing there. So check it out. Check us out. It's us. What I want to talk about is we are going to keep trying to improve this. As you can see, even the color's a little bit better on the cameras.
Skirts look sickly this week.
I don't look grayed out.
Yeah.
Well, I am grayed out.
Yeah.
But in a different way than the camera lens. There, we're trying to up our game a little bit. So we really want to get you guys involved if possible. Send us, messages. Tell us what you want to hear about, what you want us to talk about, because otherwise we're going to keep choosing the topics, which is totally fine. But if you guys want to talk about something, you want to hear about something, or if you just want the silliness, tell us that too. We are going to add a smaller segment on here too. Look out for that. We're going to probably do that next Friday.
Yes.
Tell us what city you're in, which I think we know few cities. We're looking at Pacific Northwest, Olympia area,
Central Valley,
and then Central Valley,
Sacramento,
and then Sacramento. Central Valley is like Fresno area in California. In case you're not from here, so when you say Central Valley, everybody in California knows what that means. But I'll bet there's other valleys on the planet
called Central Valley.
If it's in the center, it probably is.
I mean, how many books are written about the Central Valley in California?
Yeah, it's California because you're from California and the California education system. So of course you heard about the Central Valley. I grew up not knowing, having a clue.
That's wrong.
Okay. That's a typical California that everybody should know about California.
Yeah, obviously.
So please let us know. SarahAndScooter@gmail.com. Sarah and Scooter on socials. Yeah, let us know what you want to hear and do. But we're going to try and do some more current events to get you guys out there doing stuff on weekends.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, we have other things to do.
Yeah.
What are we going to?
Good thing. Good thing.
Yes.
You want to go first? Or
I
let me go
wrote
first?
something down, but go ahead.
Okay, I have multiple.
Of course you do.
Well, it's not really okay. I should preface this by
just
saying
push the
not
button.
all
There
of
you go.
these. Oh, we're gonna do. Oh, not all of these things happen this week, but they are good things in my space. So my sister's having a baby shower next weekend, and it's so bougie because that's just who she is. So I'm super excited about that. I bought like 5 dresses that are showing up hopefully before the baby shower, so I could try them on because I don't know what I should be wearing.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Oh, okay,
Let's talk about dresses.
okay. Scared.
I'm excited because
Oh.
I was like, I love that you like show me the dresses. I love that you show me the dresses that you're considering, and I super appreciate that you appreciate my opinion.
Yeah,
Not that you're going to take it. I mean, but that you appreciate the opinion.
Yeah.
Because you're going to wear that dress for you,
right,
whatever you feel good in and you feel pretty in.
right.
But you at least appreciate my opinion. So
Well,
I had to say thank you for that.
Thank you, because realistically, I don't think I look good at anything. So I need someone else who
I
thinks
think you're
I look
haughty,
nice.
so.
Right, exactly. So I need someone who
So I'm
thinks
kinda
I look
biased.
nice in things to be like, oh yeah, this would look nice on you. Because I would wear sweats and a t-shirt
That'd be
in
hot.
yellow because Becca said pastel-y colors.
No, yellow's good.
Um,
Yellow's great for you.
yeah. So we'll see how the dresses go. I'll
Okay.
post pictures, I guess.
I
And
didn't mean to interject or interrupt.
that's okay.
but-
And then my other thing was CJ got a B on a math test, and we're very excited about these things. He was super excited to tell us he got a B, and I was excited for him because school's hard around here, guys. It is rough in our house right
yeah,
now.
it is for different reasons.
Yes.
One socially,
Yeah.
the other one just getting-
Educationally.
just
Just
educationally. Socially is
homework.
fine,
School.
but the one thing that I do appreciate here's a cool part that I felt was as soon as he walked in the door, he told me,
Yeah.
like, this dude doesn't talk to me when he comes home.
Right.
He comes home, turns in his, puts his phone down, puts his bag down, and then disappears from me.
He comes find me.
And then goes and talks to mom.
Yeah.
But this time he came in to tell me, well, he told me he has a B in math. Come to find out, he got a B on a test in math.
Yes.
You don't have no B in math.
No,
But
that's okay.
we will celebrate the
Yes,
B
we will.
on a test
That's progress right there.
because we need to pass some high school here.
Yes.
So
Super excited
again,
for him.
I'm interrupting.
That's okay. I was excited for
I'm
him.
going to keep interrupting.
And then my last thing was, it's one of those like blessing curse things. So I'm a clumsy human being. It's just a fact who I am. So I have a tendency of when I walk to always hit my wrist on walls.
Oh.
And for some reason, it's always this wrist. So the last watch that I had, it cracked the screen. I hit it in such a small spot and it cracked the whole screen. So Samsung let me trade in my watch from 2 generations ago that I don't use for more money so I could get a new watch. So
All right.
I'm
Show
super
him the watch.
excited.
Show him the watch.
Oh.
Right in the middle. Right. My chest on my middle cam. Look at that. Look at that dope watch.
It's massive because my wrists are friggin' tiny.
Oh, you can see what's in our hammer space.
Oh yeah, you gotta close that. It's
Ah.
ugly. My wrists are tiny, but I was so excited that I got to trade in a watch I wasn't using anyways to get a watch that wasn't broken.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Did you keep the broken one?
Yeah, I still have it because nobody wants it. I have to fix it
Oh.
before it's worth anything again.
Who fixes it? Samsung doesn't fix it?
They do. I have to like mail it in and have
How
it
much?
fix it.
How much?
It's
I
like
mean,
like $100.
we should talk about that.
We did. You said trade in your old one, fix the new one. I mean, fix the
I
newest
just said,
one,
get
and
you.
then
I
keep them both.
I think where it came down to is like you've earned a new watch. Like you make money,
I broke.
buy a watch.
Anyways, so I was excited that I could trade in my old watch for something more than $0.
I love how no matter what we do, we gravitate towards the center of.
Yeah, I know you told me to stay left, but you put
No,
them.
that's right.
That's what I meant.
It's your right, my left.
I don't know directions unless I point. So when I say words, if I go this and say left, I mean this way.
The ditziest, most intelligent human being I've probably ever known.
Don't ask me for directions. It's all bad. All right, what's your good things?
Oh, we're going right to me. Oh, I only had one.
Oh, good.
Our whiskey's in.
It's been in for a week. We
Been
still
in
didn't go
for a
get
week, and we didn't go pick it up. We're gonna go pick that up tomorrow. So by next Friday, you should be able to see, half full bottles.
it. No.
No, it was a Dewar's 19 and 21 year.
Yes.
We would love for anybody to join us for a sip of that if you're into that.
But not Becca.
In real life.
You've been banned
Just
until May.
Yeah, just for a little while. Other good things. I don't know. What do we even do this week?
This week was a blur. I don't know that we did anything.
I just feel
It
like these
snowed.
weeks are so... Oh,
It snowed
that's a
in
good thing.
Sacramento.
It
We
did.
didn't get to see it, but it did. There
'Cause
was
we
a
work-
snow flurry.
We're working
No,
all the
it
time
wasn't
and then
like-
find out.
It wasn't like in this section, but like multiple areas of
Stupid.
Sacramento, there were snow flurries, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's all I had this week.
That's what I had for.
All right,
Otherwise,
That's it. Meat and potatoes.
we're
Let's go.
surviving. Oh, What do
Oh.
you mean?
Advise me not. All right, so this
She calls it the meats and
meats and potatoes.
meats and taters. Taters.
So I don't know that we actually have a topic. So what happened this week was was it last Saturday? I left the house and I went for a walk, a long walk. It was like 3 miles. Well, longer for me because that's more than I've been doing. And so everyone's like, where did you go? And I said, I had to go for a walk. And they're like, what's wrong? And I was like, nothing's wrong. I just needed a walk. They're like, so what's wrong? And I'm like, that's an issue that I've been doing so little that going for a walk like worried people in my house. So I think the thing was that me and Scooter were talking about earlier was I have been stuck in grief for so long that I didn't even realize how long I've been stuck in it. And I've been doing less and less of the things that I enjoy because I haven't, like, one, dealt with grief, number one, let's be real. But I also haven't, like, I just won't let myself move past doing anything else. And so I'm using it as an excuse at this point to just not do things that I should be doing. And I got so annoyed with myself on Saturday that I was like, no, I'm leaving. And then Sunday I did the same thing. I'm like, no, I'm leaving. I'm out of the house. I got to go do something. So I think today was more of like, when do you know it's time? Because not everyone does anything the same. So not even deal with grief the same. But like, we were such an active group, even just me and you, but even our whole household, we were just such an active group. And then grief struck. And then we got stuck in our grief that we just all kind of have done nothing in the last year.
It's not that we didn't deal with grief. We talk about it. It's not like we just ignore the subject. That's not where it come from. But we changed our habits. Our habits totally changed because we wanted to discuss stuff, or we wanted to hang out more, and we wanted to watch movies together. Or it's not like we isolated ourselves from each other. Right. We did it together. We still did this together. The coping with everything that's going on, everything that occurred. Right. Like multiple things happened over the last 2 years. Yeah. Yours was super traumatic, and my slew of stuff was just confusing as hell. Yeah. And I think if you go back, you can listen to our other podcasts and you kind of know where we're at, the stuff has occurred with us over the last 2 years, not just the shelter in place, but even if we weren't dealing with COVID, these things are traumatic, right? And it's not like we didn't deal with them. It's not like we ignored them, but we gave up kind of something that was near and dear to our heart, which was movement. Yeah. Health and movement. And
so I know it's a weird like coexistence, but for us it's not, because being active was so important.
Yeah, it still is. So and that's the thing, is like it still is important to us, but for some reason
it took a back burner for a long time.
For God's sakes, I'm packing a keg.
Yeah, we're not gonna. This is why everything's with the table up. We're not on my side.
That's why the camera is angled from the top down. You get that nice selfie angle.
But it's that really hard thing of like I've learned about myself is that I don't do well if I have to do everything myself. If I have to be the one to motivate me to go work out, I don't do it as often. I'll go and I'll enjoy it when I'm there. But if I have you or Mariah or somebody say, hey, we want to go do this today. I want to go to the gym today. I want to go for a run today. I want to go punch the bag today. Cool. I'm there. I'm for you. I have a workout for you. Let's do it. But if it's just on me to get myself motivated, like I don't have really that in me right now to get myself up to go do it.
Yeah. And I think we've been talking about it a lot, and I think we've come to the breaking point. Because I would just do all this stuff on my own too. And then we would meet on the mat 3 times a week, doing exercises and jumping around, and who can balance on one leg the longest, who can do a plank, who can...
Still me.
All right. Right now, yes, 1,000%. But when we did this at the one time, it was like I was getting very good at the things that I was doing. Balance and performance and mobility, strength, all those types of things. And now I'm like, what was it today? I yawned and my neck hurt. I literally, I got up from going to the bathroom. This is real talk. I got up from going to the bathroom, yawned, and my neck goes, I'm like, okay, 2 years ago, that would not have occurred because I was doing jujitsu. We were doing Orange Theory on the mat over here. Right. We we were tumbling, we were, all those types of things. So, and then I find out I have high blood pressure now because of it. And it's yes, I'm sure it has to do with some types of things in my diet, but the movement has always saved my life. It's always made me healthier. But yeah, dealing with everything we did, we found like this non-movement rut.
Yes.
Not a rut in life, but a non-movement rut.
Right.
So what are we going to do?
So this past week, what I did was like, no matter what, at 5 out of 7 days, I have to do something. So when the weather was nice before it turned, it was either a 2-mile walk/run or it was a 5K. That's it. So for 4 days, I did that. And then yesterday, when it got weird, I did jump roping and Punch Star Wave Master. Because if you've never punched a Wave Master, it's very satisfying.
Oh, it totally is.
Aggression, kick, punch, it's great. Mm-hmm. So I did that. And so that's like my goal is to every week to take what I've already done the week before and then just add anything to it. I don't care what it is at this point. But I did reach out to my old trainer and I was like, I think I need a reboot. Like I need you back yelling at me and telling me what to do, because it's not that I don't know. It's not that I don't have enough programs out there to tell me what to do. I just am not doing it. So I need somebody else for right now to be like, Sarah, get up. It's time.
I find that crazy. It's like, I know the movements that we need to do. Right. I know the movements that work for me. I know exactly what they are. Tumbling, rolling, doing body movements, all those that they totally work. Like I could drop 20 pounds in probably 8 weeks.
Yeah.
If I would just roll around.
Right.
Literally. But it's, how do we get to that point of, what it is. So I wrote this down while you were
chatting,
talking. What would be your motivation to actually do it though? Like what's your, not end goal of weight, not to look good, those kind of things, but what's motivating you to do those things? Like,
so there's there's like 3. So I told my siblings January 1st, I said, listen, this year I'm signing up for either 3 or 4, I can't remember. We'll say 3 or 4 5Ks and a 10K this year, because that's my goal. So I know I can't just get up one day and go. I mean, I probably could do them, but I'm not going
for a month,
because then exactly that part. I'd be really upset with my time. So that to me is one of my goals for getting moving. I don't have a treadmill at home. And so if the weather's real crap outside, I'm a baby. I'm not going to go run in the rain. I'm not that dedicated.
Well, hold on. If you did have a treadmill at home, you wouldn't use it.
I think I would.
I was like, okay, then let's get a treadmill. It's that, I mean, to me, it's that simple, but it's not about space. Realistically, we have everything in this house that it takes to be in shape.
100%.
From weights, like really good weights.
Yeah.
From bands to
it's
very
not
expensive
lack of
punching
equipment.
bag.
No.
A bike. I have mats to lay down that take over a whole living room. We have a rowing machine, a high end one.
Yeah. No, it has nothing to do with the equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally, again, I just need someone to
pull up bar upstairs.
Yeah. I just need someone to say, this is what you're doing today. This is it.
Right.
And again, I have apps that tell me that, but it's different when there's a person saying, Sarah, did you do this today? Like if there's somebody.
Do you watch the Hemsworth ones then?
Yeah.
On your what's the app?
Center.
Center app.
Let me just say, if you're sleeping on the Center app, you are losing out on life. It's like $200 a year, and they give you exercises and recipes and menus every single day for $200 a year.
And the recipes are good.
Oh, they're so good. And you can adjust it like up and down how many portions that you want to make. And it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I was like,
it's amazing.
Takes all the work.
They don't sponsor us either. But I have been using them for food. So that's one thing, is like I have a goal of what I want to get done this year. So it's like 4 or 5Ks, because now I've said it, 4 or 5Ks and a 10K this year is like, that's my goal. Scooter wants to do a Tough Mudder. So I
would like to do a Tough Mudder, but there's a couple motivations for me. Tough Mudder, just something that's a little bit more, how does it say? Running a 5K. That's good for like a zombie apocalypse and you run from the zombies. Okay, but what if you need to climb something? What if you need to swim across something? What if you need to? I was like,
then I die because
I'm more into the move. I know, but I just like the real stuff, like climbing, building, swimming, those kind of things. I have this very strong, every time we watch like a movie or something, it's like, see, a pull-up, just save that person's life.
Those people in real life could never do a pull-up, by the way. They would fall off that cliff.
That is true with the wires and stuff. But I always feel like if you can't at least do 5 pull-ups, so realistically, you should be able to do 5 pull-ups as a human being.
Yeah, no.
Because you don't know when you're going to need it. But that's me just personally. And also push-ups. I feel like if somebody's attacking you, and as long as you can at least push your own weight, you might be able to get up and away.
Right.
That's my kind of concept and stuff. And it's not like I'm paranoid. I'm just like, it's not about if, it's when something traumatic happens in your life. I think the saying is, everybody makes fun of the barbarian that sleeps with the sword until they wake up until they wake up in the middle of the night and they save everyone.
Right.
Like, okay, they made fun of you. It's like, you sleep with a sword. And then they saved 30 people because they slept with a sword and they woke up in the middle of the night.
Yes.
So it's not about paranoia. It's about preparation.
Yeah.
Why do you keep money in your savings account?
Do we? I'm just kidding.
I said you as in a general statement.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not about if you're going to need it. It's like something's going to happen and you're going to need that crap.
Right.
So, yeah, thanks for that. That's one of my motivators. But my other motivation is like, that's why I wear kind of this thing. I was like, going to wear my Aftershock shirt, but it was kind of, it just fits me weird. It has foofy arms and it, I don't know, it felt weird. It's just a weird fit. Love the shirt, but I also want to do more festivals. I have like a couple festivals that I'm going to go to music wise. And if you are participating,
you get exhausted real
fast. You're gonna, I think it's called Peter Out.
Yeah.
I don't know where that comes from either. It's probably the same dude that
Poor Peter
said buttload. I came up with a buttload. But yeah, my motivation is I already am scheduled to go to 2 this year, maybe 3. I mean, that takes a toll on you when you go out there and you're jumping up and down and having a good time. So I don't want to be losing out on the fun.
My chat's delayed. All right, I got it. Yes, I agree. What happened? Why did you pause?
I paused because there was something came in the chat. I was like, hey, Keith's in the chat.
Oh.
He's chiming in.
Oh, get to the 5th
How's it
bullet.
going? Shout out to you, Keith.
Yeah.
I just got your Dr. Dream number 4. Came in the mail yesterday. Posted about today. Thank you for all the things that you do in the world, all the comic books and all the young lives that you inspire and all that kind of stuff. But he was saying in here, new goal, got to get to the 5th pull up and gain Scooter's respect. Yeah, I mean, it's not that I don't respect somebody that can't do 5 pull-ups, but I could do 5
back to back.
What do you mean?
Like boom, 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 boom.
Oh, yeah, I can't just do 1 and then
boom,
wait.
boom, boom.
I could do 5. I could do more chin-ups than I can pull-ups. But there was a time, and I test myself probably every couple weeks to go, okay, can I still do my 5? But there was also a time when I could do 15.
Pull-ups are friggin' hard,
like
man.
2 years ago.
I hate pull-ups.
No joke. 2 years ago, I could do 15 pull-ups.
Yeah.
Just 2 years ago.
I know, I was there.
I mean, I filmed it. I filmed doing 10. Yeah. I could do 15 at one time. And I was like, oh my God, now I can do 5. And I'm like, I need to take a nap.
Dude. I'm still using a pull-up assist bar because they're great, or band. But pull-ups are so hard.
They are hard. And there's a lot of mental in that too. Yeah. Because the movement.
About a push-up.
What's that?
I feel like a push-up can get your head so easy.
Push-up the same way.
Yeah.
If you're not a push-up person,
yes,
like it can really. Yeah, squats are the same way.
Yeah.
Like you get in your brain, like once you go down, you're like, I can't get up.
Right.
I was like,
all right. So what's your goal this week then? What is your small step to get to a big goal?
We talked about it like 4 times this week, and then we didn't do it. Getting up and doing long walks.
Yes.
And then getting on the mat.
Yes.
And doing body movement. You know, I have a list of jiu-jitsu movements that are practice movements that you can do by yourself. And I've been trying to do them like once a week for like 45 minutes. And this week I didn't do it at all.
Yeah. And so here's I think is the hard thing is that I plan to do workouts with Scooter. And so, cause I know if he wants to do it, then I'll do it. But the issue is, if he changes his mind, now I'm screwed because I'm like, now the day's over and I can't do it. Now I can't do anything.
That's not that. Don't put that on me.
I'm not putting
You
it
can
just on
still
you,
do
but
it.
it's true. No, that's what I did yesterday. Because yesterday I was like,
Oh,
we're
you
gonna
came down
do
and started
something,
punching
and
stuff.
I was
I
like,
heard
well,
you.
now we're at 5, and I have to do something today because I took a whole rest day the day before. So yesterday I punched the wave master and did some jump roping. If you've never jump roped, if you haven't jump roped since you were a kid, oh, you guys should get a jump rope and try.
Holy
You
cow!
want to talk about your feet having like a seizure? Oh my gosh, it's like the most painful thing ever.
Like, what is it about? It's what is that?
The arch.
Is it the arch of your foot?
Oh my gosh.
Just like why? It was like my feet will hurt
Yeah.
so bad from jump roping.
I don't know if that's right.
But yet we remember as kids just jumping on stuff,
Yes.
and going on this and doing jump ropes
Oh.
30 times and going over it and just did it for fun.
Yes.
Now you have to do it for exercise and your whole body hurts.
Also, try to do it for more than like 30 seconds. Like I remember again when like I had Allie training me, I was doing like a 3-minute jump rope. I died. Like I could have died. The other day I tried it yesterday. And I was like, I think it's been like 35 seconds, and I don't want to do this anymore. I think my feet are cramping. I just want to stretch
Your
them out and
soul
roll
is
them.
cramping.
Yeah, it was a lot. Anyway,
But let's look. I mean,
so
how do we? Let's go back to like the beginning of. I know. I'm trying to bring this a little bit more serious, and
I
I
don't
don't
like
want to
the
bring people
beginning.
there. Huh?
I don't like the
Yeah,
beginning.
but
Go ahead.
and I don't want to like focus on it, but I'm saying we got to look at ourselves as people, and when loss happens in your life, like or grief or something traumatic, why? The question is to me, why do we give that power over us, and how do we let that? Why do we let that rob us of something that's part of our being? And how do we fix that? How do we
I feel
get
like 'cause
past
it's
that?
easy. It's so much easier to sit there and be like, I'm sad, so I'm not going to do this, than being like, I'm sad, but I'm still going to do this. It's so, I mean, for me anyways, it's been so much easier just say, well, I'm sad, so I'm not going to do this right now. I'll do it tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. But you know what sounds good? Baking. Baking sounds great, and that makes me happy in this moment. But doing this that I used to love is not going to make me happy in this moment. But this is going to make me happy right now. So it's like doing something, the hard things when you're already sad. Like nobody wants to make life harder when you're already upset. But sometimes it's like you have to, at what point do you just continue doing the easy things because it's easy and you don't want to deal with the hard
think
crap
we're-
that you're in?
And I think that's, especially if you have your own mantra. My mantra is always go bigger. And then over these last 2 years, I've been like, meh,
Yeah.
go big. I just want to go small. I just want to get out of bed. So why? I mean, how do we how do we stop that from happening? And I look at it this way: it's like we lost our accountability partner,
Yeah.
and it's us,
Right.
Like we lost
other.
that. It's not like again. It's not like we stopped talking to each other, but we stopped holding each other accountable.
Yeah.
And there's a difference between mentioning it all the time, because that it feels like nagging,
Mm-hmm.
for the other person.
Yes.
So how do we replace it with something else? I don't know. That's a question I think that's for everybody out there, is Mr. Rogers says, look to the helpers. Thanks, Keith. But they talk about grief is hard. It's
Yeah.
like, that's important. I always look to my circle of people, but I'm also one of those people that I like to check in on others.
Right.
That's been my kind of thing for a while. I've been trying to. I'm not good at it.
But I feel like that's an escape. Like we check in on others so we don't have to check in on ourselves.
Yeah.
And Naomi, I see your comment. I just can't read it right now because I'll cry on this. So I'm done.
What's happening?
Anyways.
Lectures. Your mom would lecture you right now.
She would. I don't think she wasn't really a lecture. It was more of a
Yeah, she lectured in her
it was
own
so
way.
loving though. It didn't
No,
feel
it
like
really
a
did. She
lecture.
it was a loving lecture, because I got many of them over the years from your mom.
Yeah.
And those are kind of things that maybe there needs to be a time that we talk about those things. Maybe here, you know,
No, because I don't ugly cry. Nobody needs to see that. Nobody.
You are a beautiful human being inside and out, no matter what you're doing. So.
I know. You gotta stop looking at me.
Okay. But it's very true. So how do we do that? Do we hold each other accountable? Do we let people know when things are not going well? Like we touch on that every once in a while. It's like when somebody says, "Hey, how you doing?" Tell them.
Right.
Especially if you trust them.
Yeah.
I think, but the problem is when you do trust them, that's when you're probably the most guarded.
Right.
You know?
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah. Ugh. All right, you get to read John's comment.
What am I reading? I have to read what?
John's
Why am I
comment.
reading all the comments? My
Because-
eyesight's way worse. My prescription. All right, here we go.
That's not true.
Here comes. Well, do you want me to read the other one too?
You already read them.
Well, I did like a synopsis, of what the other one said. Yes, there we go. I'll read John's comment. Can't we all just be fat and lazy? Join me.
No,
Yes.
we can't.
Well, we can't. Because there's another, and I'm gonna read. I'll do something. Okay, let me read it. Let's see if I can read it. Grief should not have a time limit. You are creeping into a next phase. There should be no guilt or pressure to move forward. Could that count as a loving lecture from a friend? Hells to the yeah, my brother. Thank you, sir.
Frank John.
Yep. You're
Don't
one of the you're one of the realest human beings that I've ever known, and you're also one of my best friends that disagrees with me on almost everything, and I love that about you. I appreciate that. But we're talking about that. Let's go back to something. Can we all be? It's not as funny, but can't we all just be fat and lazy? Join me. We could, but realistically, people talk about this a lot. I say this. How many fat old people do you know?
That's true. Not many.
If any, because they don't make it.
Right.
Okay. So it just depends on how much you want to enjoy life.
Yeah.
If being fat and lazy and hanging out, and I know John says that out of being funny because he does get up and ride his bike and does stuff. He does a lot of active things, even though he thinks he doesn't.
Yeah.
So, and he's not an overweight human being.
No.
So yeah, look at it with kind of, tongue in cheek, but how many large overweight people do you see that are old?
Yeah. You can't.
They don't make it.
Right. I got a lot of stuff I got to do still. Got to get together. So many things I have to go see and do.
It's like, I want to do things. I want to see my grandbabies grow up.
Yeah.
To as far as they can before I leave. I want to hang out with this human being as long as I can. Because we want to do stuff. I want to do stuff with her.
Yes.
I want to create things. I want to create more board games. I want to create more music. I want to create, I want to do things. And if I'm being fat and lazy, I ain't going to make it.
Right. So, what are we doing next week then?
Oh, see, what I did was derailed the conversation so I didn't have to answer anything.
I know, and I'm like,
no, we want to walk more. We were talking about doing long walks because I really enjoyed. Like, we went. What did we
to get our
we
car
took
fixed.
all 3 cars. We have 3 vehicles in this house because we have
a lot of people.
almost 4 adults. We have
Yes.
3 adults pretty much, and then we have the 4th one that was almost an adult. So we have 3 vehicles. So Sarah decided, hey, let's
day off.
It's day off. So we just took them all in to get serviced and worked on everything at the same time.
Yes.
So we went there,
Genius.
and now we're like, now what? We're all standing there. So we walked, I think it was only a mile.
Yeah.
But walked a mile there, then a mile back, and then walked like another half mile to another location. I enjoyed that because I'd never been on that walk. I hadn't seen those things before. I don't like walk around my neighborhood because I was like, I've seen this 1,000 times and I get bored. I was like, look at that tree. Yeah, that tree's been there forever. Yep, I see it all the time. That kind of thing. I love walking and going and exploring and doing those kind of things, but we need to do more of those things, at least like a few miles every day.
I just hate driving somewhere to go for a walk. It just seems so dumb to me.
Counterintuitive.
I know. It just bugs me. I don't know why. I know that's what you do for hikes, but it bugs me like to drive like here to get to the foothills to like hike. We drive to Auburn. It was like 45 minutes to an hour to walk.
Right.
And then if we're doing that, we better walk for a good hour, hour and a half.
Yeah, but then you're exhausted and you have to drive home.
I know.
Nope.
Yeah, it's not
At
ideal.
that point, I was like, nope.
Yeah, not ideal.
Nope.
So walking. Okay, what
walking,
else?
and I want to do more body movement.
Okay.
Which I want to at least 2 to 3 times a week. I want to be on that mat doing my own body movement.
Okay.
I also want to ramp that up. That's this week. Okay, so we'll just talk about next week. So at least 2 really long walks, and at least 2 times I'm on the mat doing body movement.
What's a really long walk?
3 miles.
Okay, like a 5K.
Yeah. I was like, to me, that's not a really long walk. But I was like,
I mean, we do nothing. We do 0.
Yeah, but a normal walk is like, I feel like is a mile.
Okay.
If you're going to go somewhere, you walk for a mile.
Yeah. All right.
So that's not really long.
So we got a 5K, 3 times a week for body movements. That's pretty good.
3 times?
Is that what you said?
I don't know what I said,
That's
but
what
I
I
guess we're doing
heard.
3.
And then walking 2 times a week.
Sounds good.
All right.
What are you doing?
I am going to continue. I have to get ready for my 5Ks. So I'm going to have to do, I got to get my, so far I could walk, jog a 5K and it takes me, it was 40 minutes. I want to get it down to 30 and then I can do my first 5K. So I got to shave 10 minutes off my time, which I can. So I want to do 3 5Ks a week while the weather's nice. If the weather's not nice, I have to row a 5K, which is way easy actually than running it. We row a 5K.
Yeah, but that's cheap.
And then I want to put my gloves on. I want to hit we have a Wave Master and it's the best thing ever. So I want to do 30 minutes of my Wave Master.
If you have any sort of like, you like to, I don't know, it sounds weird, but if you like to get your anger or frustration out in like movement and punching stuff, don't skimp on your punching bag.
Yeah, I like Wave
Get
Master.
a good one.
It's loud. I mean,
it's a nice, it's a round Wave Master. You fill it with water or sand, just like you would fill a basketball hoop that you put in your driveway.
Yes.
Otherwise,
You know who you are.
Otherwise, it falls over. You know who you are. And so really invest in those kind of things and invest in good equipment. I mean, if you're going to do anything, it's always invest in good equipment.
Yeah.
That's kind of a.
Oh, and the last thing I want to do this week is every single day I am going to dance to one song. I mean,
the same song?
No,
every time?
I mean,
can I pick the song?
Pink song right now
Can I
is
pick
never
the
gonna
song?
dance, never gonna not dance again is like my jam right now. But at least one dance every single day,
Do I get to pick the song?
and it's got to be a goofy dance. It
Can I
can't be
pick the
like,
song?
no,
Boom, boom, boom.
I don't know what that is. Are
No.
you making up a song?
No.
Oh, what is it?
Come on, you should know.
This is not Hurdle.
It's one of my favorites.
I don't know what that is.
Outcast.
Oh, okay.
No?
I'll add it to the list.
All right.
Add Outcast.
You know the song? Do you want to talk about now?
No, I still don't know. You just say the name.
808. No, I don't want to.
Guess the song.
Anybody guess the song? I don't know if I can go that low. Oh, that's is that boom, boom, boom. Well, that was pretty good.
But I still don't know what song it is.
All right.
Anyways, Keith, I do love slam balls, but I don't know where to slam them at our house. I guess in the back patio.
There's a guy. I know it sounds weird, but there's a guy that at our little park over here, the little playground thing, finds a big boulder.
What?
And picks it up and throws it on the ground like a slam ball.
That's
like,
weird.
I'm not joking. I go up there, he's like, boom,
Oh, Becca got it.
boom.
Slamming a boulder on the
then-
ground? That doesn't seem right.
There you got what?
The song
Where?
in the chat. I like the way you move. Is that what you were saying?
Oh, yeah. That's the one.
You guys don't know this,
I
but
was
Becca
so
and
spot
Scooter are
on.
the same being.
I was so spot on with that low bass. Boom, boom.
I mean, she got it. So
It's one of my favorite songs. Not
Oh,
my favorite
geez.
Outkast song, but it's up there.
All right. Do you have any more on this topic you want to discuss? I'm done crying.
Well, we're gonna deal with this. We're gonna get our not get our lives back, but renew our lives where they are now. Like stop. I mean, I think that's what I'm gonna take out of this is like you're not gonna get your life back.
Right.
Right? Like whatever was going on 2 years ago and it was like this cool moment. That's stop.
Yeah.
You're 2 years later.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do now?
Right.
Okay. So whatever you're gonna do now, that's what we need to do. You're not gonna. It might be better.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be different, and that's totally okay.
Yeah.
Stop trying to go. You remember how we used to do this? Remember how it's like that is so destructive.
I agree.
So destructive.
And if anybody messages me and says, "Hey, today I did this," I only know one way to respond to that, and that is to get up and do whatever you just did. So if you said, "Hey, Sarah, I just got up and I ran or I walked this many miles or I just went to the gym for 30 minutes," I will be like, challenge accepted. And I will also get up and go to the gym and
that's a
do
good one,
something for
too.
30 minutes. That's just who I am. If someone says, "Hey, we're now accountability buddies, whether you like it or not, and I just did this," I will be like, "All right, I guess I'm doing this today."
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to do that more often.
All right, it's time for some box questions.
What are we doing?
We're doing
okay,
this.
box questions.
Oh, wait, did you have more that you wanted to say before I deal these?
What? No, I think we're good.
Okay.
Let's move on to something a little lighter.
Yeah. Bonus round. It's working.
So we're putting in a little bonus round inside of our lives and our podcasts, and we still don't know how it works.
No.
We just make stuff up as we go along.
Ooh.
Ooh,
What'd
there
you have,
go.
Keith? What'd you make?
Just you can't say that like if somebody's listening to audio, right? And they're not
I
watching
can.
video, and they're not looking at the chat. So Keith is asking, "Hey Sarah, I just fixed myself a cocktail."
And I said, "What did you have?"
There you go. I was like, not everybody's gonna be listening
I
or
know.
watching chat.
That's my bad. It's probably the same about reading these cards.
Yeah,
I
mean,
get your point now.
Yeah, there's
What's in a flower power martini?
flower power martini. Anybody? I mean, that should be
I feel
something
like that sounds like something with gin.
Yeah, it sounds like
Gin tastes like a flower to me.
yes.
Bouquet of flowers.
So-
Sorry, Valerie.
Valerie, John, you guys probably know too. But talk about martinis. Okay, we're gonna go through. What are we doing? We're doing one each.
Yes,
So-
but we have to read them. And
Yeah.
then we're going to
You
ask
wanna go
people if they
first?
want to choose. Yeah. Okay. The first one was, have you ever cheated at a board game? That's kind of boring. What is the least amount of money you would accept to swallow a dead worm? And if you had to get a tattoo today, what would you get?
Oh,
1, 2, or
I already
3.
forgot what they were.
That was very short-lived.
That's fine.
Have you ever cheated at a board game was number 1. What is the least amount of money you would accept to swallow a dead worm is number 2. And if you had to get a tattoo today, what would you get? Number 3.
Anybody? Anybody want to go in there? What's your thought?
I feel like I want to do 2 of them, but I know I can only do 1. Oh, Valerie said 3. All right.
Oh, look at Keith just put in a recipe.
I know.
So if anybody wants to know about a flower power martini,
Hey, it's in the chat.
my eyes. Yeah, 2 ounces of gin, 1 ounce dry vermouth, 1/2 ounce elderflower. That sounds like something you get in Dungeons and Dragons. Give you like a 1-up for something, and then 1/2 ounce of
Creme
de violet.
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 Or de violet. I
Creme
don't
de violet.
know. All right.
Does
Oh,
not.
John said he's in.
All right, for 3.
Okay. 3 is the. Do you want to go first?
Oh, just ask. Yeah.
If you had to get a tattoo today, what would you
Oh,
get?
I know exactly what it'd be.
I know. Go ahead. Tell the people.
It's I don't know if it's a Shure microphone.
You tell people what that is.
It's an old school, kind of had the 2 sides. I don't know. It had
The
2.
old school mic.
kind of the old school mic, the one that drops, kind of like the mic that drops down in the middle of like a sports arena when they're doing announcements.
Yeah.
That kind of microphone.
Get ready to rumble.
Yeah, that kind of thing, and it would be on my forearm, and the cable that would come out of it would kind of wrap around a little bit and then plug into my main vein, my main artery, like right there.
Yeah.
Right there in the bend of my arm. That's the one I've been wanting for a while.
Forever.
Just saying, that's just what it is.
Yeah.
So I know.
I would have to get something pertaining to Sailor Moon because it's my favorite thing. So I was thinking either the Sailor Moon scepter or just the crescent moon. Those are my two options.
Like on the cat?
Like on the cat. The
cat
one that,
forehead?
Yeah.
Forehead of the cat?
Yeah. Those are, because I love Sailor Moon. I can't think of anything else. Or like a bag of flour. I'm just kidding.
What?
Because I love to bake.
I was
Just
like,
get a bag of flour.
What would it
A
be?
ball of baking powder.
What kind of flour? That would be unbleached? Would it be a brand
had
name?
to be unbleached flour,
So it'd have to
obviously.
say unbleached
Yeah.
flour.
A bag of yeast. That'd be cool.
What?
Just kidding. Sailor Moon.
That would be a conversation stopper.
See?
Probably.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "I can't talk to you
no,
anymore.
that's not right.
You're a bag of flour.
Yeah. They'd be like, does that have another meaning? Nope. I just like flour.
Oh.
O-U-R. Not O-W-E-R.
What?
Flour. Flour.
Flour.
Not flour.
Oh, flour.
Flour. All right. What do you have?
All right. Oh, I have to put this in I don't know which one I put it in. It's fine.
It's fine.
Number 1. What is the weirdest food combination you enjoy?
Oh.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I block your face
That's
instead of mine.
That's okay.
That's number 1. What is the most bizarre dream you have ever had? Oh, I have to narrow it down.
I can't. That one's too hard.
I'm going to the other side.
Okay.
That's
You
number
still
2.
block my face.
Oh, it's like a sliver instead. Number 3. What is the wittiest comeback you have ever came up with? Oh, I know this one.
Those are hard.
1, 2, or 3.
Yours require a lot of memory.
Anybody?
I vote 1 because
He
he
says
said
2.
Crap. Weirdest dream? Oh no. Wait,
He's
most
voting-
bizarre dream.
Yeah, he's voting 2. I have thousands. They're all weird.
I don't. So here's the thing. I don't remember my dreams. Like ever. I don't dream a lot either. I probably dream like, I don't know, once every couple months. I have a dream that I remember.
Not a dreamer, huh?
No, I really not.
Just living
And
the
the
moment.
only dream I ever like have that I have recurring, I guess it's my bizarre because it's the only one I really have. It's actually more of a nightmare. We can go through it if you want.
Well, that's been our vote. Was number 2.
And I haven't had it in a while, so that means I'll probably have it today. But it's like I'm at our old house in Madeira on Gardena, and there's like a clown, which I'm not really scared of clowns, but there's like a clown who's killing everybody, and I can't really save them. So we're like going down the street, and this clown's like losing his mind and killing everybody on the street. And that's really the whole dream, and it just keeps happening. Like, and I wake up and I'm like, oh, that sucks, and I go back to sleep, and it just like starts over again. So that's it. That's my dream. The one dream I have that doesn't go away.
I have a lot of dreams.
Okay, gotta go top 2.
2.
Yeah, bizarre.
Recent ones have been actually pretty boring. Like my dreams
Don't
over
say
the
those
last.
then.
Huh?
Don't say those then.
Well, no, I was just saying recently, so I have to go back a little while because all the current ones have been like just normal life. Cool moments, but bizarre. I have a tendency to not die in my dreams, not to wake up after I fall. I land and I survive, and I get up and kick somebody's ass because they threw me off something and tried to kill me. That's the premise of most of my dreams. I don't really get scared that much, so I think the weirdest one. Okay, one was where we could all fly. Everybody could fly, but I had a secret base, and the only way to get into that secret base is to fly directly into the ground and spin real fast, and then poof, I was inside of
Like Sonic.
like our base. No, I like not tumble, but spin
Okay.
like a screw.
Yeah.
That was one, but that was just the general premise of the whole dream. There was another one where I was being chased. I didn't have any weapons, so I was like, I gotta run away. This guy had like a crossbow, and some people had guns. And I remember running towards this mirror to turn a corner, right? And I ran towards the mirror, and I got hit in the back of the head with the arrow, and my face hit the mirror, and my head split into like 7 pieces, like this. And the arrow was like in the mirror, and then I just backed up, put my head back together, and then I kept running.
So is it because you had cheese that night?
No.
Jeez.
Just saying those are pretty standard for,
Yeah.
my dreams like that. I remember, I just have a lot of those.
Yeah, I wish.
They're very fun.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Those are probably my most fun.
Yeah.
I like hitting that's probably why I have that tendency, to want to jump off things. We talked about that.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. It's like, I've dreamt about this.
I could fly.
Yeah, I don't die.
Yeah.
This is fine. And a lot of times, every time I would jump high in my dreams, like I would jump, I could always, like, I jump too high, and I go, oh no, what happens when I come down? that's kind of my.
Man,
I have a lot of those.
No, I'm boring. I don't get dreams.
Yes, Keith, my dreams are a comic book.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
He should write them down. I've told him this before, but he hasn't done it.
I do some.
All right, I think we're on. We got one more piece.
What are we doing? Oh,
my favorite.
Oh, this is your favorite.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Shout out! Woo!
So if anybody that knows Sarah, that woo at the end, that is our house when sports is on TV.
Yes. All sports.
That's our house. It doesn't matter what it is.
Could be darts, bowling.
That's true. I don't think you've ever done it for curling.
That's not true. I have.
What about baseball?
I can't watch baseball.
There you go.
But I don't watch baseball, so it doesn't count.
I think you would woo if you understood.
I do understand baseball. I just don't enjoy it.
Like there's not so much.
Right. I know. Thanks.
You're running the wrong way.
I understood it.
Wow. Put me in my place.
That's right.
Shout out. Go ahead, love.
So I want to shout out Alyce. So Alyce has been working across the street at the school as a paraeducator, and she gets to help out in certain classes like every single day. So she has like a group of students that she works with. So today she went out and she bought them 24 donuts to hand out to kids during the day. And she went there, and for some reason, they gave her an extra 20 donuts. And I was like, Alyce, how often are you going to this donut place? Because that's a lot of free donuts. She thought it was just a dozen, which is still nice. But yeah, they gave her an extra 20 donuts. And I think it's because it's probably because she told them she was taking it to the school. But I don't think she realized, like, put those two things together. But I just want to shout out her for taking the initiative to, like, liking what she's doing and liking her students. And I really hope it's getting her into, I don't know, hopefully it's motivating her to enjoy things. I don't know. But that's my shout out. That's one of my shout outs.
Her stories are always, they're great stories.
Yeah.
Because I think I think that's one of my favorite things about seeing your child become an adult, when they start telling you when they punch the mic, when they start telling you stories and you have a similar experience. Right. So you can kind of just soak that in and go, that's so cool that you're experiencing that now.
Yeah.
Because, if anybody out there has adult children that are listening, it's like, it takes them getting to an adult to understand what they really didn't know as a kid.
Yes.
But we all at like 13 to 19 think we know everything.
Yes.
Right. And the older you get, the more you find out you have no idea about.
Yes.
So you keep consuming knowledge.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to see, like, coming home and telling stories about certain things. I was like, that is so great.
Yeah.
Because when she came in here one day and there was somebody, because we have like this little, what is it? A candy truck, a snack truck, ice cream truck, whatever you want to call it, that parks out here for the kids and stuff. And it parks out in front of our front door a lot. So kids leave trash.
Yes.
Well, Alyce walks home at the same time as a lot of these kids now, and walks home and she sees somebody throw down the trash. This is her story to me. And she told me, she goes, and I told her, I said, I live here. You need to pick up that trash. And then she goes, and now she's just standing over there awkwardly holding a piece of trash. And I was like, that is so awesome and adorable for me to hear that come from Alyce, because we've lived here for long enough to where she used to come home and then like call me from her phone and go, can you open up the garage door? I don't want to come in through the front door. There's kids out there. Like, we've come from that to that. So it's really sweet. And this happened like, what, last week? I think it was
this week. No, it was last week.
It was last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these kind of stories are really cool to hear.
So my second shout out is our Instacart shoppers. I've come to the point in life where I just, some days I don't want to go to the store.
Most days.
It's bad.
We Instacart more than we go to the store.
If I don't make it to the store on Sunday for the week, it's just not happening Monday through Saturday. I mean, Monday through maybe Saturday, but Monday through Friday, it's just not in the cards for me.
Justifiable.
If it's not Sunday or Saturday, it's just not in the cards for me. So shout out to Instacart shoppers for mostly getting everything right.
Holy cow!
I do appreciate.
Every once in a while we get like a bad egg.
Yeah,
they call it.
I just like if you get through my whole order and then not everything's there, and you have messaged me one time, and you just like randomly do things. I just feel like,
and it's random. Like, we have some random orders.
Yeah, we do.
I was like, bananas and a bottle of whiskey. They're like, huh? And there's some of them are so fast here, and it's like they're waiting for us.
Yes.
I don't know if we tip well. I feel like we do.
Yeah, we try. All right, and then my last shout out is the Wave Master, because I forgot how much I missed it. So I want to shout out the Wave Master.
Yeah, it's a cool sound in the house when you hear boom, boom.
Nobody
boom,
likes
boom,
it. Everyone's like, what's happening?
I like that sound.
Sorry, guys.
I like it. I think it's because somebody's doing something and punching things. It's cool. It's cool. People are punching things.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll pull over my sheet. I did write some. My shout outs are really for my 2 employees. Because I get my 2 employees for Time to Tabletop. They get so much done without me having to check in on them. Even though sometimes when you do check in on your employees, they're like, why are you micromanaging me? And I was like, I just want to know what you're doing. And I do that so much less and less over the 3 years, so much less. Because I touched base with, our lead instructor today. Valerie is like, she's literally teaching 5 classes a week right now with our seed program. And at I think it's 4 different locations. So that's busy.
Yeah.
That's Wednesday through Friday. She's teaching. So I checked in with her today. I was like, hey, we have some stuff to pick up. And she's like, yeah, I'll just swing back and get it. And it was just one of those things, like, it never, I don't have to check in, even though I should more often than I do. But yeah, huge shout out to her for getting these classes done, getting all the surveys done, all the stuff done. It's huge. It makes a huge difference in these human beings' lives. And it's our one little step towards saving the world through gaming.
Right.
It's just a beginning of that step. And Mariah putting up with my random, we added another event this month. Can you make sure to put that on the calendar? Oh, can you fill out this spreadsheet with all this data?
Yep.
Nope. Just kidding. Can you change that spreadsheet and do it vertically so we can put it? I was like, for putting up with my trying to make things more efficient, but as I try and make things more efficient, it can be less efficient.
Yes.
The concept of changing it is really less efficient. Once we change it, it's efficient, but the in between, in the interim, that gap there can be really frustrating for an employee. Yeah. So, thank you.
Oh,
that was kind of a big deal for me.
Good job. I like it.
So yeah,
I think we've done it.
We did our shout outs, and thanks everyone. Thanks for getting in here. And I think everybody knows probably all the people we talk about, because the people in the chat are close friends of ours. Close. But look out for what we're going to do in the future, because we want to pick out some we want to help you guys find things to do that might be fun through the weekend. Since we're going to go live on Fridays, we're going to try and do a little bit of research for you in your area to find out what's kind of cool
Like
to
random
do.
things.
So if you have any ideas of, or if you want to give us a shout out, if you're listening from a different area we didn't mention, foremention. There's, speaking of Mariah right there, she's in the chat. I did not know she was lurking. We talk about our kids a lot. We don't know if they're listening. 99% of the time, we don't know. So yeah, we're gonna do more of that kind of stuff. So I've kind of come up with my outro.
Okay. Oh, I don't have one.
Because I was my mantra is always like pull up a chair and do something. So instead of pull up a chair and something, it's pull up a chair by showing up.
That's good. I think I like that.
Yeah, we'll see if that sticks.
Pull up a chair and show up?
No, pull up a chair by showing up.
Okay.
If you show up, you're pulling up a chair with someone.
I understand. Don't explain it because then it loses its value.
Well, you asked the question. You asked the question. I explained it. Now he's like, well, you don't have to mansplain it. Oh, don't tell me what I'm
Just
supposed
let
to
me
think.
be confused. Processing
I
it.
love you for that. Thanks for digging the hole and then shoving me in it.
You're welcome. All right, let's do this.
Really, we thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you're listening to this in on our podcast land, it'll be on podcast on Mondays. You'll have it on Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts. But if you are listening to those on Mondays, just make sure to come back. Watch on Fridays. We're live on YouTube at Sarah and Scooter. So until next time, we will see you. What do you say? With milk.
I say adios.
Adios.
Con leche.
There you go.
Bye,
Okay.
guys.
Bye.